Hey guys, have you ever wondered how to use the architecture of a place or buildings into your model photo shoot? Well, let's find out.
Click, 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 click and a picket. Click, 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 click and a picket. Click, 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 click and a picket. Click, click, click.
Hi guys, Vern Dahnke, the Click and Picket guy. So today we are at Silay Village, and it's a spot in Dahnke where a lot of people like to take and make photos. What it is it's a small village made up of all the different provinces in Negros Oriental, and they use these buildings as their booth display to kind of display their community heritage. And so each building is a little different, and it offers a unique photo opportunity for people that want to come here and take photos. And so today I'm going to show you how I've used this building with my models to take photos. So let's check it out. So one of the things that I like to use is I like to use a 90-degree corner. And oftentimes what I'll do is I'll put my model on one of the sides and then either have them look around the corner or lean up against the corner and kind of use the corner as an accent in your shot. So you could say this could be somewhat of a leading line. And so what I would do is I would have them maybe look over from the side or play the corner in some way for the shot. And so that's one of the ways that I like to use this location, is I find something that kind of stands out. Like this corner is unique because it's made from logs. It's not just a hard 90-degree corner. You could use a hard 90-degree corner, but if you can find something unique like this, it'll really stand out in your shot. And I'll show you a couple pictures that I've done using this corner, and you'll kind of get an idea of what that looks like and how much more impact and oomph it'll give your shot. Another thing I like to use is I like to use anything that kind of would draw a person into having something unique. Like these doors, they have so many different panes, and you can put somebody in the middle of a pane, you can put somebody kind of leading a line in the edge of the pane, and these doors you can put them right in the middle. There's different ways to pose. You can put them in an angle which would kind of contradict the patterns, and that would be even more dramatic, you know, if they stand like this. So there's different ways to use patterns. You can go against the pattern or you can go with the pattern. So these doors are unique because they offer something different that you don't see very often, and that's one of the reasons I really like this spot. So one of the things is always look for unique different areas to showcase your photos. You want a backdrop with a lot of light, backdrop with a very little light. And so this backdrop is kind of has the creepy zone. It seems kind of spooky, but you can use this wall and this dark area to your advantage for your photos to give it more of an impression, more of a contrast, and more of a mood. And that's what you want to look for. So if you look at this wall, you can see how dark and kind of contrasty it is. And so I've used this wall here, and I've also used this wall with the bamboo to give it a lot more oomph, a lot more character. So look for every opportunity you can to make your shots as contrasting as you can. You want to make something beautiful with something kind of ugly, something ugly with something kind of plain. Just bounce it off the opposite of what you're working with, and that will give your image a little bit more punch, a little bit more dramatic boost. All right, so you might be asking, Vern, why are we here? This place looks like a ramshackle junkyard with all these dilapidated buildings with no walls and all this stuff just strewn out. And that's what we want. We want drama. We want stuff that's contrasting because it gives it so much energy. If someone were to look in there in that window, it would be like they're looking into the past. Maybe they had a memory. What are they looking at? They're thinking about something. And I'll show you some of the photos that I've used this backdrop for, and you'll see how I can tie that all in. And if you just look at it, it's terrible. It's about as worse of a building as you can possibly find. The roof's falling in, the walls are just ramshackle, the doors are just wired together. It's just the worst case scenario. And that's what you want for photos. You want something just crazy. Find crazy, okay? And turn it into your art. Find the mood that fits this crazy and make it something unique. So here's another window scene. Use this window to your advantage. Have somebody look in the window. Have somebody stand alongside the window. The windows can be your best friend when you're trying to tell a tale. So always try to use the different elements that you see in your shots. So this is another simple example. It's probably an easy thing to spot and to see, but if you look behind me, there's a very ornate door. And you don't see ornate doors very often that are open to the inside. So you can use this to pose your model. And it just kind of gives it an old-time feel. And I'll show you a couple of shots that I use this door for. And that's really why I like this village, Silay Village, because there are so many different elements that you can use in your shot. It really makes it for a unique experience. All right, so this is another location. This is kind of like a little garden scene. There's a little gate here, a couple stairs that go up, little municipality sign. So you can use this to pose your model in the front on the stairs, utilize the doorway arch to your benefit. So try to use anything and everything that you can see. So I've even used this broken prop style wooden boat for a picture. And I'll show you what that scene looks like. It's just a boat laying here. Must have been used for some kind of a display at some point. And now it's just alongside the building. So we even use that for part of a shoot. All right, guys, so my message is pretty simple. Just use everything to your disposal. Every window, every doorway, every grate, every screen, every plant, every shrub, every tree, every 90-degree angle. Find things that are unique. Find things that have texture. Find things that are different. Go outside of the main areas that everybody else goes into. Go behind the buildings. Look for walls. Look for something unique. Your creativity is only as limited as to what you decide to put into it, okay? So hopefully those things have helped you, and I know they've sure helped me when I started to think outside the box. So why don't you go ahead and throw me a like, click subscribe, and let's grow together. Thank you.